Marcus Aurelius. This legend was the last of good emperors in Rome, even though he came to power during the worst period of Roman Empire. Historians say that any emperor other than Marcus Aurelius wouldn't be able to face those challenges with unshivering internal tranquility. Being a true Stoic practitioner, he had a lot of qualities in him, but this skill he developed over his lifetime made him unwavering while facing all those chaos and ultimately become the last of good emperors, and we are going to unravel it. Antifragile. These are the 4 things that will make us anti-fragile in life. According to Nassim Taleb, anti-fragility is the property of a system in which they increase its capability to thrive as a result of stressors, mistakes, and even failures. In short, things that gain from disorder. And we can cultivate this skill by doing these 4 things. As Nassim Taleb says, the main difference between a tourist and a flaneur is that when a tourist visits a place, they go by a fixed plan, and if something goes wrong against the plan, like they miss a bus or something, they become anxious. While a flaneur don't follow a rigid plan. He is willing to face the challenges in plan at every moment, and he revises his schedule based on new informations he has obtained. In short, he lives for the adventure, seeking opportunities. Same like this, a perfectionist can be a highly talented person, but if he is waiting for the perfect idea, perfect opportunity, and afraid of making mistakes, his strength will never be tested to the core and he will never grow. So we have to be a proactive imperfectionist, as Adam Grant says, who seeks out criticism, who isn't afraid of making mistakes, who understands in order to unleash our full potential, we must make mistakes and learn from it and never quit until we reach there. Education is training for those who don't know how to handle uncertainty. Words of Nassim Taleb. Education makes us follow a certain number of books, follow a certain syllabus, which is designed to follow a certain path of mediocrity. It basically kills creativity. That's why most great people talk about the need of anti-education. Overcompensation is the essence of anti-fragility. If you are learning a new skill, repeat that certain activity you had like to master more times than you normally would. Record your progress more often so you can evaluate your progress, and read lots of books and research more to understand the activity better and therefore be able to handle it better. In short, you need to put more work into improving yourself more effectively so that you will become more prepared to handle any challenges that might come in your way. When we think about Stoicism, we get like an impression that they are emotionless, detached and all, but actually that's not true. For example, Seneca was like the most interesting Stoic practitioner, and he was like one of the most wealthiest man at that time. Even by being a Stoic, Seneca wasn't against wealth, but he was cautious about the dependency on wealth. He wanted the upside of wealth without its downside. When we compete with someone who is in lower rank than us in a game or sports, we feel more anxious, because if we fail with someone who are below our hierarchy, it will damage our status more. The same way, when we become more rich and starts to attract more fortune in our life, we become more anxious because now we have more to lose. But we can cultivate this mindset. Now Seneca used to do these 2 things. He had been in a shipwreck before, so every now and then he would fake a shipwreck and feel like he have lost everything, and then go back to his villa and feel rich again. Also, he used to write every night before going to bed that his entire wealth is lost as a mental exercise, and every morning he wakes up rich. According to Stoicism, the old idea of happiness was that like happiness is sort of a tranquility that we achieve by avoiding unnecessary disturbance and anxiety. So basically we don't try and control things that we cannot control. Now this is a problem. Like when we visualize and program our mind for pursuing happiness, you know the book Secret. A lot of researchers shows that the people who set a goal to pursue happiness, those individuals actually end up being less happy, and in fact they are more likely to experience depression. So this is a paradox, because happiness is clearly a good thing, but on the other hand pursuing it is problematic. So the solution is to pursue happiness indirectly. Now various cultures was already talking about this. It was this Hungarian American psychologist who, after a lot of researchers, found that individuals were found in their most creative and productive and happy state when in a state of flow. This not only produces positive emotions, but in long term help us to live a happier and more satisfying life. And we can learn how to do that in the next video.